I hate how we've put AI on this pedestal, and there seems to be a giant misunderstanding of how to use it versus how it should never be used. And I don't want to be ageist, but I swear it's only the boomers who view and use AI in this way. So of course, the Legend of Zelda movie is in production, and this guy on Twitter has used this opportunity to create, and I also hate when people say that word as well, because you're not creating stuff, you're just prompting and, oh, I made it. No, you didn't. Okay, you didn't. But anyway, he's quote-unquote said he's made a Legend of Zelda fan-based trailer with the use of AI, and it's just absolute dog shit. Of course it is. AI slop. It's always funny when I see people do this, because AI is us, okay? Everything AI knows and will ever know comes from us, okay? It's machine learning at the end of the day, and that's all it will be. So when you ask AI to be creative in any way, to spark new and original ideas, well, you're basically asking it the worst question you can for it to be creative. Of course, that's not what AI is for. It's the least creative and most binary system out there. Again, it's only basing its opinions and ideas off existing opinions and ideas. So it can be used in movie production, don't get me wrong, for little tweaks and a little tool. You know, that's the key word here, tool, to help you in little aspects, you know, maybe with equations, or I don't know, like specific lighting in maybe specific shots, post-production and stuff like this. So it just drives me insane when people use it from the get-go, because, and this guy of course is just selling a course, but he obviously wants to pitch AI, and a lot of older people do, as this thing that is a great creative medium, and it's just not. Also, the fact that when you use AI to do anything creative, it is completely lacking in soul. Even if you know, gathered a bunch of people and they all agreed that, you know, that painting, for example, by AI is amazing without them knowing it's AI, once you learn it has been created without, you know, with just a prompt, it loses something there. There's just magic just gone. That human touch has just gone, and we're becoming more dystopian by the minute. And as a result, this Legend of Zelda fanbase trailer looks just horrible. I love how he says stuff like, I went for a gritty atmosphere, unlike the games. It's like, if you played Zelda games, they're pretty damn dark. And even the little photo shoot we got from the production of this movie looks so too. Also, I don't know if anyone else agrees, but when I can tell something is AI, especially like, you know, I'm not talking about a math equation, but when something quote-unquote creative, when I can tell that's being made by AI, it immediately triggers something in my brain where I'm like, I want to disassociate from this immediately. Like, because I now know it's AI, just the fact that I can tell, that's something that I don't want to consume. And of course, this trailer is just all of that. You can just tell every angle, and not only is AI not ready to be creative, and I don't think it will ever be, but again, it just has this like tint to it where you can just tell immediately. And again, even if you couldn't, you're still lacking that human touch. I also really like how he says the budget was $300. Like, how do you spend $300 on a free piece of software, or at least after you've already bought it? A lot of people in the comments are saying, yeah, this is dire, horrible shit. And also, I love when people quote or reply with, at Nintendo, they at the account and they're like, I hate this. It makes me never want to buy Legend of Zelda stuff again, just so Nintendo know, and just to sort of like, just, yeah, cancel this dystopian future that boomers are setting out for us. This just looks disgusting. Please stop. And just ask yourself, even if AI somehow was creative, and again, I don't think it ever will be, but if it was, would you really want a world where we just watch AI trailers and films? And I hate when these people say, oh, it's been done before, you know, movies have been created with AI, and it's like, yeah, but they're dog shit again. And is that really the world you want to live in? And I have to be fair, this one shot here I do like. However, that's the thing I'm trying to prove. It can help and assist you with stuff, you know, when it comes to like lighting or figuring out stuff, you know, like creation, raw creation from AI is not how it's supposed to be used, but, you know, little, you know, tools and assistant throughout the creative journey, yeah, sure. So there's a tiny bit of this trailer. I admit, I hold my hands up, it's pretty cool. But that's not the point. Okay. It's like we've hit this point where, like I say, oh, this specific shot in the trailer, like, yeah, that's cool. And we've hit this point where we're like, oh, it can make that? Oh, it can, therefore it should. Because it can create stuff, technically, you know, regardless of whether you think it looks good or not. Because it can, we therefore should. And that's just, I mean, it goes against every teaching ever. Like, no. So anyway, please stop. I never know how to end videos. Goodbye.